Okay, so hi, welcome. I am so excited that you all decided to join us for tonight's reading of By Man's Fear Alone by me. I am the playwright and I directed this evening's show. I'm going to introduce our cast. We have Cassie Ferrick, who is playing Lilith and Eve, and we have Jacob Blank, who is playing Adam. We have two other actors who will be joining us in Act 2, Garrett Sauer, who will be playing Newsman, and Joab, and Caroline Apel, who will be playing Newswoman, and housekeeper. Okay, so again, this performance is totally free, but we are accepting donations for Alight, which is an organization that is aiding the fight against coronavirus. In the description box below, I have added my Cash App and my Venmo. So you can send that there and I will total up the funds and donate all the proceeds to Alight. And that's that. Before we get started, I want to kind of explain one of the characters because it can be kind of confusing. So the characters in my play are Adam and Eve, and there's a character named Lilith. And Lilith is from a Jewish myth that believes that she was the first wife of Adam, but they were both created from the earth. And because they were both created from the earth, Lilith wanted to be treated as Adam's equal. And because of this, she got condemned and got turned into a demon, and God created Eve from Adam's rib. And so that's who Lilith is. To clear any confusion, Lilith is Adam's first wife, and I will be introducing her in this play. I will be reading stage directions for tonight. And so without further ado, this is By Man's Fear Alone. I forgot to mention there will be an intermission, 10-minute intermission after Act 1. So, starting again, By Man's Fear Alone, a play in 2 acts by Kaylin Jones. Time, present day, Act 1 happens episodically in the span of a few months while Adam's father is running for president. Act 2 takes place 7 years later into Adam's father's second term as president of the United States. Act 1, Scene 1, setting. It's a single dorm on the campus of an impressive yet nameless Ivy League university. This is Adam's living space. The room is tidily kept with modest decorations and boyish charm. There's a small but noticeable American flag located somewhere in the space, along with photos of Adam's past. There's also a presidential campaign poster from his father's campaign, the slogan, "For I am with you, Elohim, insert year." Again, it's a pretty standard dorm room, so there's at the very least a desk and a bed. At rise, Adam is sitting on his bed, his backpack next to him. He's waiting nervously, maybe. He rummages through his bag for a brief moment before giving up, not really looking for anything in particular. He grabs his phone instead, falling over into his back, holding his phone above his face as he lets out a heavy sigh. Suddenly, there's a knock at Adam's door. He hops up and goes over to answer it. Lilith stands on the other side of the door, backpack in tow. She walks in without being offered.
Sorry I'm late.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Did you find this place okay?
Yeah, no, I did. I just live on the other side of campus, so it just took me a second. Have you started yet?
No, actually. I was waiting for you to get here, which, are you sure you don't want to do this at the library or maybe a coffee shop?
Here's fine.
Just making sure. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable here.
Why would I be uncomfortable?
Well, we've never really talked before, and now you're in my bedroom.
Do you plan on doing something to make me uncomfortable, Adam?
What? No.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Can I sit here?
No, yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Thanks. So I can just make a doc and share it with you if you want.
Yeah, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Is there a particular case you want to do, or do you not care?
Meritor Savings Bank v. Vinson, 477 US 57.
Oh, you already had one picked out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Went to Supreme Court in 1974.
1986, actually. 1974 was when Michelle Vinson was hired at Capital City Federal Savings and Loan Association, which later became Meritor Savings Bank.
Right. 1986. Sorry.
You're fine. It's an honest mistake.
All right. So 1986, the Supreme Court makes its first major ruling on sexual harassment, which changes how sexual harassment is addressed in the workplace. In 1974, as you mentioned, Vinson starts working at the bank. In 1978.
Yes, 1978.
In 1978, her supervisor, Sydney Taylor, fired Vinson due to excessive use of sick leave. Vinson claimed she was actually fired because she filed her lawsuit, which states 4 years of recurring sexual harassment in her work environment at the hands of Taylor. Vinson filed a civil lawsuit against Taylor and Meritor Savings Bank, stating that Taylor coerced her into sexual relations with him and made demands for sexual favors.
Vinson testified that.
Right. Got it. Vinson also testified that Taylor had touched her in public, exposed himself to her, and forcibly
You can say it.
forcibly raped her multiple times, including once on the floor of a bank vault.
There you go.
Right. So Vinson argued that the harassment created at the hostile work environment was a form of unlawful discrimination under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. She sought an injunction and compensatory damage against Taylor and the bank. The case went to the Supreme Court in 1986, to which the justices agreed 9-0 in favor of Miss Vinson.
Wow.
What?
It was a little rough around the edges, but I think you're not entirely daddy's money after all, so good to know.
Yeah, thank you. I get that a lot.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah, I do.
So I'm not as original as I thought.
No, I'm afraid not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
What, the whole daddy's money thing?
Yeah.
I mean, no, not really.
I mean, it is weird though, right?
No. What?
Like your dad running for president. That's super casual.
It's no big deal.
You know, I didn't see Secret Service standing outside your door when I came in.
Well, that's because it's actually too early for that.
Wait, so you're actually gonna have your own personal Secret Service?
Eventually, yeah. It's just a matter of time of when my dad reaches out to the Secretary of Homeland Security.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, what if he wins?
Then I guess my dad's going to be the president of the United States.
There it is.
What?
You're a smartass.
Thank you?
I bet so many people kiss your ass.
Yeah, but not you.
How can you be so sure about that?
You're different.
Oh, you're different. Yeah.
What?
You don't even know me.
Well,
What's my name?
I know your name.
Okay, well then, what is it?
Lily.
Lilith.
So, the Vincent case. Yeah,
Right, yeah, the Vinson case.
that's the one we're doing for sure.
I mean, unless you have something else that you want to do.
No, Vincent case is fine.
Okay. I emailed you the link to it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your major? Your major?
Poli-sci and women and gender studies double major.
That's cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Poli-sci.
Yeah, I could tell that one as soon as I saw the American flag on the wall. Or maybe that's just one of the perks of being a politician's kid, you know? Like you get your own personal flag, being a patriot. And not to mention your dad's campaign poster, but God, what do I know?
Oh, you're telling me that you didn't have the Obama Hope poster hanging up in your room at some point?
Touche.
And you're also telling me you're majoring in political science and you don't have an American flag on your wall? Are you not a proud American? Eh?
I mean, like, what is there to be proud of?
What?
Okay, we should just split up the presentation by giving the historical context, like how the case came about, and then we should go into the journey to the Supreme Court and the results, like how it's still relevant today, I think.
All right, yeah. Is it actually still relevant though? You could argue that.
Are women being discriminated against on the basis of sex in the workplace?
Yes, but there's a bunch of
So
other.
is there really a but to it?
No, I guess not.
What are you doing with poli-sci anyway?
Law school. Work as an attorney on some government level, maybe even run for public office one day.
Yeah? Was that your idea of like, that's not my dream, Dad, it's yours? Like that kind of situation?
No, it was mine.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, my dad was a lawyer before he turned to politics, and I don't know. I liked watching him work when I was a kid. And after Mom died, he really devoted his life to it. In a way, I'm doing the same.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty sweet.
What about you? What do you want to do with poli-sci?
Law school and then practice civil rights law.
I could have guessed.
What makes you say that?
The women and gender studies?
Right. Well, you got me.
Right. Don't you think it's weird that you know so much about me and I know nothing about you? You know who my dad is. When I said something about my mom dying, you didn't even flinch.
Is it weird?
No, I'm used to it. I just wanted to know if it was weird for you.
I mean, no, not really, no. And it's not like I spend time reading articles about you or anything. You're just, I don't know, you're just like public knowledge, I guess.
Did you though?
Did I what?
Read articles about me.
Oh, definitely not.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least you're not one of those people who obviously know who I am and that my dad is running for president, but they pretend not to know. But they're not very good actors.
I wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
Noted.
I am really sorry about your mom, though. That sucks.
It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but you know.
Yeah.
Is it known how old Michelle Vinson was when she started working at the bank?
She was 19.
Do you think that'd be relevant to add?
I mean, I don't see why not. I guess it highlights Taylor's abuse of power and like the work relationship with her. So
I noticed they didn't include what she was wearing or the way she acted around Taylor.
does it matter what she was wearing?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't mean it that way.
Okay. Just I wouldn't get into the habit of saying that before our presentation, okay?
Okay. So what else? Okay, it says here that the harassment started a few months after she started working there at the age of 19. Taylor took Vincent to a Chinese restaurant that was connected to a motel. After dinner, Taylor demanded sex if Vincent hoped to keep her job. Vincent told him she appreciated him for getting her the job in the first place. Taylor says he doesn't want appreciation, he wants sex. Says that Taylor told Vincent, if you don't do what I say, then I'll have you killed. At work, he'd tell her to go to the basement of the bank to check the air conditioning where he would follow her. Vincent said Taylor would grab her and he'd say, you're an animal. You're nothing, and I'm going to show you you're nothing. And she took an indefinite sick leave for obvious reasons, and then she was fired. And then the lawsuit was filed, eventually made its way to the Supreme Court, etc.
Which you'd think that this case wouldn't even have to go all the way to the Supreme Court considering the facts, but men suck. So
We are the worst.
definitely are. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like Vincent was a Black woman, right? So just like imagine all of the other obstacles that she had to get through to even like get to the Supreme Court. And I'm not really talking like having to go through lower courts or anything. I mean like the racism and the mistreatment that she had to deal with because of the color of her skin on top of this traumatic experience that she brought to the public. And I'm not saying that that like diminishes white women's struggle or anything, but just like historically white women have had a bit more of an advantage. So it's like when I read like these things about women, I just can't help but think like, oh, you know, what if she was Black, or like, oh, what if she was an immigrant? Because like, would she have had the same advantage? Why are you looking at me like that?
I was just listening.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
Don't be. Keep going. I like listening to you talk. You seem really passionate.
Maybe we should just get back to work.
Right. Tell me about yourself.
Okay, nope, yeah, not doing this.
Wait, where are you going?
Clearly, we cannot work in this presentation in this same room.
Oh, come on. What do you mean? What did I do?
We have to get this done, but instead we just keep talking.
Oh, okay. No more questions. I promise.
Nope, yeah, no, too late. Bye, Adam.
Oh, Lilith, come on.
Goodbye, Adam. I'm gonna go work on it at home, but seriously, call me if you need anything, okay?
Can I call you anyway?
Goodbye, Adam.
Lilith exits Adam's dorm room, leaving Adam alone. He smiles to himself, but after a few seconds, there's a knock at the door. He gets up, getting the door.
I'm hungry. Are you hungry by chance?
I could go for some food, yeah.
We could work on this over an early dinner if you want.
Yeah, just let me grab my stuff.
Okay.
Let's go.
He slips his backpack on, turning off the lights behind him. The door shuts behind them. Scene 2 at Rise. Some time has passed, which can be suggested in a slight change in appearances. Adam enters into his dorm room, and Lilith follows closely behind him. The two enter into the space mid-conversation.
I'm dead serious, Adam.
It doesn't make any sense.
I honestly do not know anything worse.
Lilith, it's a banana.
I don't care.
I don't understand.
As they move deeper into Adam's dorm room, they eventually sit on Adam's bed with about a foot of space in between them.
What is there to understand? They're the worst fucking food. Period. Point blank.
Why, though? Like, what do you eat for breakfast if you're in a rush or something?
Not a banana.
Well, clearly.
I'm being serious when I say I think I would rather eat canned cat food.
Oh, Lilith. Oh.
Adam, I'm serious.
So, what if there was like the apocalypse and the only food left were bananas?
Then it's over for me.
Wow.
I said I was serious.
I'm honestly just really impressed
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
that you're being dramatic and bananas aren't as bad as you're trying to make them seem.
Then I would be lying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, did you ever end up asking your dad about your birth time?
Oh, he doesn't know. Sorry.
It's okay.
Does that mess up something?
I mean, like, I can still kind of do your birth chart, but I can't do your rising sign, which is a big part of your big three, if you will.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so you're an Aries, right?
Yeah.
So that is your sun sign.
So what? That's like my regular zodiac sign?
Yeah. And then you have your moon sign and your rising sign. And it's like those three signs in particular have the most influence in the way that you live your life and like how you're perceived, like things like that.
So what are yours?
I am a Capricorn sun, Scorpio moon, and Gemini rising.
Is that good?
I mean, some would say that it's not, but I think that it is.
You're really into this stuff, huh?
I mean, yeah. I even share a name with part of the astrological chart.
Oh, Lilith?
Yeah. She represents, it's like the darkest parts of women and like women's primitive impulses and like their behaviors, you know, just in like the rawest form. And in men, it's more like the dark parts in women that they're like subconsciously attracted to.
She sounds like fun.
Oh, she is a blast.
Do you actually believe in all this?
A little. I mean, it's fun.
So that's why you're so messed up then.
Shut up.
What video were we on?
I think we were on DB Cooper.
Lilith relaxes in Adam's bed with comfortable familiarity while he pulls up the video. He presses play and situates the laptop near the foot of the bed so they both can see it.
You think DB Cooper liked bananas?
Leave me alone. Oh my God.
They both fall silent watching the video. The focus is on physicality, so only Adam and Lilith can hear the video. They start off about a foot apart.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What?
You're telling me that you don't think it's funny that the stewardess just like casually put DB Cooper's note in her pocket and then she had to be like, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Here, read my note. I have a bomb.
Are bombs funny?
No, dummy. It's the fact that see, Sean gets it. He thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah, because you and Sean are the same person.
Well, if I'm Sean, you're Ronnie.
How am I Ronnie?
How am I Sean?
I sincerely don't know who makes fun of demons more, you or Sean. Oh, okay, answer this one.
Adam turns his body so that he's facing her, and Lilith playfully moves into the same position facing him.
Go on.
Would you or would you not go into a legitimately haunted house and say, demons, plunge us into darkness, demons? Okay, there you have it.
But it's so funny.
You say that.
What? Are you scared?
Of demons or of you?
Yes.
I mean, is there really much of a difference?
Probably not. So are you scared?
Maybe.
They look at each other for a second too long before Lilith moves towards the laptop.
What are you doing?
I'm rewinding because I didn't hear any of that.
Once she finds the right spot, she presses play and settles back to where she was sitting on the bed. Only this time, Lilith is sitting purposely closer. Adam situates himself to where he's facing the laptop again, but he also scoots a little closer to Lilith.
Thanks.
Mhm.
They fall silent, watching the video on the laptop. They laugh here and there, together, individually. Lilith rests her foot against Adam's, touching.
Okay, that's so weird.
Who asks for $200,000 in?
All in $20 bills?
Yeah, like why not only ask for $1 bills?
Wait, no, what?
Lilith looks at Adam, who meets her eye. Again, they share a look that goes on a beat too long before breaking.
Dork. You spit on me.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Here.
Adam wipes the side of Lilith's face with his hand.
There. Better?
Better.
You're welcome.
I'm not fucking thanking you.
Okay, fair.
They go back to watching in an air of amused silence that lasts quite a while. Movements are subtle, but Adam and Lilith relax into each other. Eventually, Lilith has her head resting on Adam's shoulder. They both laugh.
Okay, no, Lilith, don't even say.
See, how are you not Ronnie? Tell me how you're not.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Lilith relaxes against Adam again, head on his shoulder.
I'm glad to see you finally see the light. Is someone being bitter about it?
I'm not bitter.
You are.
I'm not.
I think you are.
I think I'm not.
Well, I'm pretty sure you are.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Their faces are closer together, words growing softer.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They stop their back and forth, perhaps realizing exactly the position they found themselves in. They look at each other again, really look at each other, a beat too long. Lilith closes the space and kisses Adam for the first time. With a sense of relief, he kisses her back.
Oh my God.
Was that a mistake?
No, that's the issue.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've liked you for a while now, and
Oh no, stop. Don't talk. I like you too, but you're gonna ruin it.
okay, I won't.
Beat, Adam kisses Lilith again and again and then again. They're too distracted with each other to pay attention to the video. Blindly, Adam closes the laptop with his foot.
Thank you.
Welcome.
They continue to kiss for a moment before Adam's cell phone rings.
Your phone is
Don't worry about it.
They try to ignore the ringing, but it seemingly gets louder.
Maybe you should get that.
Hello? No, yeah, Dad, I'm here. I was just in the middle of something. No, I can talk now. Be careful. What do you mean, be careful? No, yeah, I'm here. Sorry. No, I'm listening. No, I'm not distracted. Yeah, I do trust you on this one. Always.
You have to backtrack a little. So Lilith pulls out her phone, realizing the time. She gets Adam's attention. She points at herself and then at the door, communicating that she has to go. Adam nods to acknowledge her. Lilith exits. Adam gets up, walking around his room. As he listens, he makes his way over to the campaign poster, running his fingers along it. He pulls his phone away to look at it as if he's received a text message. He reads it quickly before bringing the phone back to his ear. Adam grabs the thing Lilith left before preparing to bring it to her. Adam exits, turning the lights off as he leaves. Scene 3, at Rise. Time has passed since the previous scene. The door to Adam's dorm opens. Lilith enters with Adam behind her. He turns on the lights. They aren't speaking. The couple is dressed up, Lilith in a dress and heels, probably black, Adam in a casual suit. They're both in their own heads. Lilith holds herself.
Lilith? Lily, come on. Babe, come on.
What?
Are we not going to talk about it? I mean, you didn't say anything the entire drive back.
There isn't anything to talk about.
Come on, tell me what's wrong.
I have to tell you what's wrong.
Lilith, it wasn't that bad.
You are not gonna sit here and invalidate how I feel right now.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. But I do think we need to talk about it. I don't want anyone going to bed angry.
Nobody's angry, Adam.
Then tell me what you're feeling.
Embarrassed and a little bit hurt.
Lily, I'm sorry, okay?
Do you realize how awful tonight was? Like, really awful. And you did absolutely nothing.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
See, that is what is so fucking frustrating, because it seemed like everyone there realized except for you.
I'm sorry.
You know, I didn't even want to go tonight because I hate that kind of shit. And you know that, but I went because I understood how much it mattered to you that I would meet your dad. And
I know.
tonight sucked.
I know.
You wanted to talk, and yet all you can say is, I know, and I'm sorry.
Well, what do you want me to say? He's my dad.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry. No, I don't know.
Oh my God, Adam.
What?
Do you think that the way that he treated me tonight was okay? Because he completely...
Wait, what did he even do, okay?
Let me finish.
Okay.
He was such an asshole to me tonight in front of his entire fundraiser dinner. And he just talked to me and made me feel like I didn't belong there, like with you, like, you know, in that kind of world, you know, and he made me look like an ass in front of some of the most important people in this town, in this entire fucking state. Do you think that that is okay?
If I'm being honest, I don't see what the problem was.
So you think that the way that he treated me tonight was fine?
No, I don't think it's fine. Lilith.
Because it really feels like you think it's fine when you did absolutely nothing.
Well, I didn't know what to do.
Something would have been really nice.
Lilith, he's my dad.
I know he's your fucking dad, Adam. Jesus Christ.
Well, was I supposed to make a scene?
I'm not asking you to like flip tables over for me or anything. It's like if you had just stood there and like held my hand, I mean, that itself would have been comforting enough, but you didn't even do that. And where were you the entire night, Adam? You were by his side while I was humiliated in a room full of people who I didn't know. And I felt like so just like without you, just like alone.
I didn't realize that.
He was so condescending. And that, I mean, I'm not saying that I need validation from him, because I don't. It's just when he says things like, oh, you're the girl that my son's been talking about, like not what I was expecting. And like, oh, still very pretty. And women and gender studies, oh, that's fun. And oh, you seem so independent. It's a wonder you're seeing someone, especially my son. I wish you didn't have any, I wish I didn't have any responsibilities like you. Pretty and actually smart. Like, do you want me to keep going about this?
No.
Well,
At the time, they all sounded like compliments to me.
they sounded like compliments to you? Really?
Maybe tonight wasn't a good night for you to meet him.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it just worries me that that's the man that you choose to idolize. Like you worship him to the point that it's like scary
No,
sometimes.
I don't worship him, okay?
You could have fooled me.
Look, my father is a great man. He's the best person I know, and I want to be like him, sure, but I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt by something that you decided to take the wrong way.
Adam.
No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
Like I said, maybe tonight just wasn't the best time to meet him. I don't know, I knew tonight was important to you. Like, how could I not be there?
And you have no idea how much I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much for being there. I'm so sorry. Okay? I am so sorry.
I just wanted to make a good impression because I knew how much it would mean to you if I did that.
I'll talk to him, okay?
Yeah, well, he doesn't really seem like the type of man to want to change his mind about things. So,
Well, you have to give him the chance.
just like he gave me a chance.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, I gathered that much.
They fall silent. Adam sits on his bed. Lilith turns away from him, pacing the floor. She makes her way over to the campaign poster.
Sit with me. Lilith, please.
You know I like you so much, right?
I know. I feel the same way.
But, like, do you actually know how much?
Yes,
Do you really?
I do.
And you know how scary all of this is for me.
I know.
You've turned me into this, like, person that I don't even recognize sometimes. Like, that's how much I care about you.
What do you mean?
By what?
That you've turned into a person you don't know?
I don't know, it's stupid.
No, I promise it's not.
How do you know?
You could never say anything stupid.
You just want me to feed your ego.
Ego? What ego?
The one that makes you have that big head.
Okay, hey.
I mean, you know that I don't really open myself up to people and that I hate vulnerability.
Oh, do you?
Stop.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
I feel so good when I'm with you. And I've never experienced something like that before. And I don't know, so there's this quote that goes like, falling in love was never my plan until one day I realized that I just love this person too much. And I'm not saying that I'm like in love with you or anything, but you're that person. And I don't know how to deal with that because I really like being alone, you know? And I liked feeling so free and like independent, but now I just like everything I do and anything I see, like anything that makes me happy, you're just always like the first person that I think of. And I just want to share all of that with you. And I've never felt this way before about anyone or anything, and it's terrifying. Like the thought of me saying any of this before I met you would just be unfathomable. I don't know.
Did you rehearse that?
Adam!
I should have said something tonight. And I'm sorry that I didn't. I really am.
I forgive you.
Adam kisses Lilith's forehead and holds her close. They stay like this for a moment, living in each other before Lilith pulls away.
I should get going.
Are you not staying tonight?
No.
But it's late.
I just really want to sleep in my own bed tonight. Alone, that's all.
Are you sure?
I am.
Let me drive you, at least.
Is your Secret Service agent gonna be in the car?
Oh, yeah, right. Probably.
Then you don't have to.
It's the least I could do. Come on.
Thanks.
It's no problem.
He reaches for her hand, a peace offering. Lilith takes it. Together they exit, lights off. Scene 4, at Rise. Time has passed. Adam and Lilith enter into the dorm room. He switches the light on. Adam is holding a shopping bag that has the university's name/logo on it, containing all of the school spirit Lilith doesn't have. They're making their way over to his bed. The two are in a far better mood than in the previous scene.
I can't believe you're making me do this.
I don't think I can make you do anything you don't want to do.
I will never admit to wanting to go to a college football game.
So what are you going to say when people see you there?
You forced me.
Oh, do you think anyone would actually believe that?
I think I can be pretty convincing.
Oh, come on. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm being held hostage.
Come on. I went to your friend's weird art thing.
Yeah?
And I had fun.
Because that sort of thing is fun.
And so are football games.
Dude, I'm already going. You do not have to try to convince me.
They sit on his bed.
Here.
I look so stupid.
Oh, you haven't even seen yourself yet.
I don't need to.
Hey, come on.
Adam.
More beautiful than ever.
I hate you so much.
Okay. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Come on. Do you trust me?
I guess.
I'll take it. Come on. Come here.
Adam opens his arms wide for Lilith. She scoots over into his embrace. They lie there together for a moment.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
What are you worried about?
What if this just ends up being like your dad's dinner party all over again? And I just don't like fit in, you know? I mean, and it's not that I want to fit in or that like I need to fit in with your friends because I don't really care about that. It's just that that is such an uncomfortable situation to be in.
Well, then I've got you. I'm serious. I promise I'm not going to leave your side. And the first time you tell me you're uncomfortable, we're leaving.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
I mean, we could just leave your friend's tailgate and still go to the game, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't want my newfound school spirit to go to waste.
You look really cute.
You're just trying to turn me into one of your little sorority girls.
Now, why would I want to do that?
You tell me.
Look, I could have had one if I wanted one. Let's be clear.
Wow, aren't you such a ladies' man?
No, 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 no. That's not what I meant. I mean, I want you.
That's sweet.
Just like I'm sure you could have had any, what do you call them? Chain smoking wet noodle indie boys.
I mean,
And you, let's remember this correctly. You picked me.
you should be honored.
Oh, I'm
Honestly.
very honored.
They fall into natural silence. They're still lying down. Adam still holding Lilith. Lilith is clearly in her head.
Oh, I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
My dad was going through his home safe and he found my birth certificate.
Wait, so that means that you
Born at 5:02 in the morning.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, oh my god.
Oh, should I be scared about what you're about to find?
Maybe.
Why does it feel like you're about to psychoanalyze me?
Because I am.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be fine. You have nothing to worry about.
You say that.
Okay, so April 4th, yeah, the year you were born, Boston, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
5:02 a.m. And you were you for sure born in Boston? Like that's what your birth certificate says?
No, sorry. I was born in this suburb right next to it named Eden.
Okay, so Eden, Massachusetts.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
What?
Nothing, it's just incredibly accurate.
Okay, well, what does it say?
Okay, so your sun sign, it's like your identity, right? Like the kind of self that you present to the world and whatnot. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Aries, which you already knew. But with Sun in Aries, it says you love starting and finishing things. You like a fresh start, you enjoy a challenge, and you are the happiest when your life is moving forward. You have a childlike yet quite charming quality to you. You are ambitious, stubborn, obstinate, and tenacious. It says you come across as soft and yielding, but you are stronger than you first appear. And with the sun being in your first house, which houses are like a completely different thing, I'll have to explain later, but it says you really identify with the image that you present to others. Social relationships are very important to you. You know what you want on a professional level. You are aware of your objectives and will do anything to achieve them. Sounds like a politician to me.
Yeah, okay.
Are you gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
Keep going.
Okay, so your moon sign, your moon represents emotional responses. It's like, well, this says unconscious predestination or whatever, but it's like the moon sign is how a person like expresses themselves when they're at home and they're at ease and they're really comfortable. And so your moon is in Leo, and that means you have a great sense of respect for justice. Okay, lunar Leos often feel a need to organize and even control their families and friends. When your pride is hurt, you give into big scenes and sulking. This rarely happens in public, however. Okay, yeah, so lunar Leos are far too concerned with their own self-image to make scenes outside of the comfort of their home. However, in public, you prefer to take things in a dignified way. At home, you give a big display of emotional drama.
That's harsh.
But is it true?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Dude, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the stars. They cursed you. Okay. On to the next one.
There's more?
Oh, buddy, there is so much more.
Okay, fine.
I'm only doing your big three right now because There's so much that like we're gonna run out of time.
3. How many are there?
12.
Oh, okay. What's the last one?
Your rising sign. Oh, and then there's one more that I want to do, but that's a surprise.
All right. Lay it on me.
Okay, so your ascendant or your rising sign, they're the same. It's like the mask that you wear when you're meeting others, right? And so yours is in Pisces. So you are hugely impressionable and you project a soft-hearted personality. Avoids cold, hard facts and harsh realities like the plague. You gravitate to partners who keep you on your toes. Pisces rising sees the world that they want to see it at any given moment. So objectivity is not a strong point and neither is decision making. Yeah.
Is that really how I come off?
I mean, at first, yeah.
At first.
Yeah, I mean, like not anymore because I got to know you.
So which do you see now?
I mean, I see a bit of all three, but like that's kind of the point, you know, because you're not just one or the other, you know, you're all of them. Would you agree?
I guess.
Okay. All right. So the final one, I promise this is the last one. I know. Do you remember a while back when I was telling you that there's a placement called Lilith in the chart?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so in women, she represents like independence, karma, like darkness and temptation, like allurement, all of that kind of stuff. And so for Lilith, she's kind of like sexual instincts and like the inner temptress, and like that kind of like irresistible something that you can't really put your finger on. But when pushed too far, she ends up becoming like this self-destruct button.
Maybe you are like your namesake.
Shut up. Okay, do you want to know what this means for you or no?
I absolutely do.
So in men, Lilith can manifest like the type of woman that he's attracted to, and like it's kind of like the woman that he knows is like the forbidden fruit or that he's like slightly scared of, you know. Are you scared of me, Adam?
I don't think so.
Well, says your Lilith is an Aquarius. So for you, this is what you're attracted to. Okay, so listen to this.
Mhm.
In Aquarius, Lilith is a sexual rebel. She is incredibly particular with her partner, who must be unique and different from the rest. Lilith in Aquarius is outspoken and obsessed with her freedom.
Oh, absolutely true.
It's her word against the world, and it is important that she learns empathy as part of her karmic duty. Contrary to her darkness, Lilith in Aquarius can start a revolution all by herself. She is adored by many.
Wow.
Convinced?
I mean, you're pretty convincing.
That's not what I asked.
I mean, it's interesting. I just don't think I'm gonna fully ever believe in it.
You're interested, and that's a win for me.
Why are you so into astronomy?
Astrology.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a guide, you know, like whenever I feel like lost in myself or something, I can just turn to astrology and it just like automatically grounds me. It's kind of just a recentering thing, and it's also kind of like, you know, this is who I am to my core. Like this is what the stars have laid out for me and my future. And I mean, I wouldn't say that I think it's concrete. It's not like this hard fact kind of thing. Like there's, of course, there's always room for error, but it's just really nice to like have something that I can turn to when I just really need to put things into perspective. What?
I love you.
What?
I love you. You don't have to say it back, but I just wanted you to know.
No, that's
Uh,
I love you too.
really?
I mean, I wouldn't say it back if it wasn't true.
Fair point.
I've never said that to anyone before.
Me neither.
Well, don't fuck it up.
Okay, I won't.
I love you.
I love you too.
Playfully, Lilith tackles Adam over into his bed and gives him a kiss. His phone rings.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, we're coming.
They're here?
Yep.
Ah, such magnificent timing.
I know, right? Oh, can't forget this.
Right. How could I possibly forget?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Am I forgetting anything?
Do you have your wallet?
Yes,
And the tickets for the game?
they are in my wallet.
Okay, well, I think that's it then.
All right, let's go.
Here goes nothing.
It's gonna be fine.
He wraps an arm around her as they exit together. Adam turns the lights off. The door closes behind them. Scene 5, at Rise. Time has passed, night. The dark dorm room sits empty, waiting for a beat longer than usual. There's a non-threatening bang against the door as if someone bumped into it, followed by giggling. The door finally swings open, and here comes Lilith and Adam. They are engaged in an alcohol-driven and honestly comically heated kiss. Attire suggests they're coming from a college party. Lilith has never looked sexier. Her clothes definitely revealing in all black. Adam looks okay. Not much effort, but cute. The door is kicked closed. He has one hand on Lilith, keeping her pulled close against him. His other hand is searching for the light switch and touching everything but.
Forget it.
Fuck it.
Adam laughs at this too because he's definitely not sober. Everything's funny. They kick off their shoes. The couple stumbles their way over to Adam's bed. Adam nestles on top of Lilith as they continue to kiss heavily. Hands roam with mutual consent. They make whatever noises two tipsy, horny people would make. Lilith is the first to remove an article of clothing, and because they're definitely not sober, they try to maintain their kiss. Adam eventually gives up and pulls away. Sitting back on his knees, he pulls his shirt over his head, tossing it. Lilith moves up to her knees too, so that they're standing on their knees in front of each other on Adam's bed, equal. They start making out again.
You're so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit back.
Huh?
Lilith pushes Adam down into a seated position and crawls into his lap, straddling him. She removes another article of clothing to the point she's probably down to her bra and underwear, also black. They continue making out, mumbling sweet nothings into each other's mouths and muffled giggling.
Oh, I love you so much.
Do you want to show me how much?
Adam holds Lilith close to him as he topples them forward so that he's on top again. He breaks away from the kiss, only to bring his lips to her neck. Lilith enjoys this, to say the very least. Adam braces himself over her, reaching and pulling out his wallet from his pocket and sitting the wallet on the bed.
I want to try being on top this time.
What?
I want to be on top.
You lie beneath me.
What?
You lie beneath me.
You lie beneath me. We are both equal, for both of us are from the earth.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm serious. You lie beneath me. We are both equal, for both of us are from the earth.
Why are you being so pissy about this?
Are you being serious right now?
What?
You're so full of shit, dude.
Oh my gosh, Lily, come on.
No, fuck off.
Oh my gosh, Lilith,
What the fuck, Adam? You lie beneath me?
what's your deal?
What year is it?
What, you want me to apologize for being a man?
What?
You heard me.
So what? That means that you're dominant or whatever?
Yes.
So that makes me submissive.
Well, yeah.
She starts pulling her clothes back on.
Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
What?
I cannot believe you right now.
Lilith stands. Adam grabs her by the wrist hard. She tries to force her way out of the grip, which is tightening.
You're hurting me.
Adam lets go of her, causing her to stumble slightly.
What's your problem? You're overreacting.
Do not.
I swear, Lilith.
Okay, fine. Maybe you like fucking and missionary all the time. That's fine. But for you to imply, for you to say that I'm beneath you because I'm a woman,
No, that's not what I said.
that is exactly what you said.
No, it isn't.
Okay, fine. Then I want to be dominant then.
What?
Let me dominate you. Just one time.
No.
Lilith approaches Adam and grips his jaw. She tilts his head back so that he looks up at her, applying enough pressure with her fingers for his mouth to fall open.
What? Are you afraid that you're going to like it?
It's almost as if Lilith has him under her spell and she knows it, only for a moment. He comes to his senses and pushes her hands away.
I'm a man, okay? I'm supposed to have dominance over you.
Oh, yeah? Is that what your daddy told you?
Stop.
Your daddy taught you how to be a big, strong man?
Lilith, stop.
Yeah, or what? Are you gonna tell daddy on me?
Stop it!
Let me tell you something, Adam. I don't know what kind of bullshit you're on right now, but you should be smart enough to understand that I will never be submissive to any man. Especially not you.
What if I made you?
I'd like to see you try.
Go to hell, Lilith.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
Lilith storms out of Adam's room, slamming the door closed behind her. Adam grabs the thing closest to him, throwing it at the wall in frustration. He flops onto his back on the bed, covering his face as he sighs. He looks over at the campaign poster.
What'd you do?
Sighing again, and perhaps realizing that he just let his drunk, angry girlfriend leave, he gets up from his bed and takes his time as he tosses his shirt back on and slips into his shoes. With no sense of urgency, he exits out of the door, letting it slam behind him. He turns on the lights before exiting. A drunken mistake? Maybe, maybe not. Scene 6 at Rise. Time has passed. The lights in Adam's dorm room are already on. It's empty. Similar to the previous scene, the room is left unoccupied for a beat longer than usual. Lilith and Adam can be heard before they are seen. The exes are arguing. The door opens and Adam leads into the room with a firm grip on Lilith's arm, as if he dragged her there. He slams the door shut behind them.
Fucking let go of me.
Adam lets go with a bit of a push.
Are you crazy? Like, you actually insane?
You are so self-obsessed. You know that, right? Like, not everything that I do is about you, Adam.
You are protesting my father.
We're not together anymore. So what does this have to do with us?
You can't be serious.
What's so funny?
Well, do you have any idea what the hell it looks like for my dad when the media finds out that the girlfriend of his son is not only at a rally against him, but she's leading it?
We are not together anymore.
Fine, my fucking ex-girlfriend.
Do you think that I'm doing this to hurt you?
Yes, actually, I do. You're mad at me and you're trying to cost my dad the election.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Then tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong, Adam.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. And I was the one that broke up with you, so I'm being serious. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. But what I do know is that your father's running mate is now a known sexual abuser, and I have a massive problem with that. And even if we were still dating, I would still protest against him.
Oh my gosh.
I have the right to tell you how I feel, and I have the right to express that anger any way that I feel.
But you don't get it, do you?
What am I not getting?
This could ruin him.
And what the fuck do I care?
So you just don't care.
I promise you I could not care less.
Well, then what happened to a few months ago when you cared so much about the things that were important to me?
You're serious.
I'm dead serious right now.
Adam, I loved you. I wanted to be there for you, but this is not even about us. And you are turning it into something that is about us. This honestly isn't even about your dad. It's the fact that the potential future president of the fucking United States picked a potential vice president who is a danger to women.
You loved?
Are you serious? That is what you took away from everything that I just said to you.
Yeah, it is.
Did you think that I was still in love with you, Adam?
A small part of me hoped you still were.
I don't love you anymore. So I don't know what you want me to tell you.
So that's that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clear when we broke up.
Wow.
Again, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, did you think that I was going to say yes? Oh, I'm so still in love with you. Like, yeah, okay. Then what? You want to get married and then I'll just ignore the fact that I can't stand you?
Oh my God, you are such a bitch.
Yeah, maybe I am.
No, you are.
And that's fine. You want to know why?
Oh, why? Illuminate me.
Because no matter how big of a bitch that I may be, I will never, ever be a pathetic, spineless, scared, sad excuse of a little boy who has his head shoved so far up his father's ass that he can't do shit without his daddy holding his hand. And you know what? I fucking love that for me.
Slight stunned pause before Adam hits Lilith hard across the face. When she recovers, she stares at him, betrayed, hurt by the action, not from it.
Fuck you, Lilith.
Adam slaps him back just as hard.
Don't you ever fucking do that again.
So angry, Lilith hits him again and again. She goes to hit him a third time, and Adam catches her by the wrist. He wrestles with her until he has control over her, his hands at her throat.
I could kill you. Do you know that? I could fucking kill you. You are nothing, and I'm gonna show you that you are nothing.
His grip seems to tighten. Lilith is trying and failing to fight him off. She can't breathe. He's growing weaker. Adam realizes this and lets go of her, snapping out of it. Lilith falls to the ground, gasping for air.
Lilith. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
He goes to help her up. She flinches away from him as she continues to try to catch her breath. He stops.
Lilith, please, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Adam reaches to help her again. Lilith swats his hand away and pulls herself up to her feet.
Don't fucking touch me. Leave me alone.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lilith, please.
Lilith bolts out of Adam's room. Adam runs after her.
Lilith, wait.
Blackout, end of Act 1. Nice. So we are going to start our intermission. It's going to be a 10-minute intermission. We will resume at 7:24. This will be a really good time to go use the restroom or grab a snack or a drink. This will also be a really great time to donate. Again, my Cash App and my Venmo are in the description box. And like I mentioned, I will be putting it all together and donating to Alight. All proceeds are going to Alight, which again is an organization dedicated to aiding in the fight against coronavirus. So.
Yay! Go donate, everybody.
Go donate.
Starting with Act 2. So, Act 2, Scene 1, setting. About 7 years have gone by since Act 1. The setting is a beautiful, big white kitchen with wood finishings. Imagine what the kitchen of the Kennedy compound would look like. Neat, beautiful, airy, and refreshing. Gives off the sense that it is by the sea. The or should be very the Kennedys, JFK, Jackie Kennedy, RFK, that whole gang. Adam's father is into his second term as president of the United States. This is where the family goes to get away. It's a peaceful, secluded little getaway. There's a small TV in the kitchen. At Rise, now a grown man, Adam, rushes into the kitchen. Though he's dressed down, he is still dressed fairly nice. The look on his face is far from peaceful. It's a mix of panic and anger. He's on the phone. Something is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. No, I have no idea. We haven't talked in... No, there wasn't any sort of warning. Well, I know you're my publicist and I know you're drafting up a statement. Look, I'm trying to be as helpful as I can here. No, she's fine. We're gonna make the statement together. Oh. No, I didn't see them. Are they bad? No, I don't know what to think. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'm fine. I'm not worried. Just with everything going on right now, I don't need this. I mean, I just announced my bid for the DA yesterday, and we're in the middle of planning a wedding. When would there even be time to... Well, I'm acting like it's inconvenient because that's what it is. It's inconvenient. I know it's all over the news. I saw it. Everyone saw it. I am acting like this is important. No. You need to remember that you work for me, not the other way around. I know what this means for our family and for the president, but everything is going to be fine. Understand? She took the money and violated our settlement so we can sue, right? No, I know that's not the point. I'm just trying to think of a solution instead of harping on the obvious. No, the journalist isn't coming to the house anymore. No, we took care of that. Yeah, I know. I'm just as shocked as you are, but it's fine. Yeah, I know I keep saying that because it's true. Listen to me. We're going to fix this. You're going to fix this. It's all going to go away. Understand? Damn it. What? Oh. Yeah, sorry, Dad. I thought it was the publicist again. I'm fine. She's fine too. Do I need anything? You have no idea. Father, I just ask for the guidance during this difficult and trying time. I ask that you give me peace about what I can't change and the wisdom to change the things that I can. Guide me. Help me overcome these adversities and have victory on the other side. Although things are difficult, I'm trying to stay positive and keep the faith. Thank you for being my rock and never deserting me. Thank you. Yeah, I will talk to you again. Bye.
Adam picks up the nearby remote, turning on the TV. Garrett, you're muted.
Mr. President and his family have yet to put out a statement regarding the allegations.
The alleged victim was Adam's college girlfriend, Lilith. The images we're about to show may be difficult for some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised.
Adam doesn't even look away from the screen. He doesn't even flinch. Remorse is absent.
You can clearly see the strangulation marks around her neck.
In a statement put out by Lilith, she claims that Adam attacked her one afternoon after their relationship had already ended. He hit her, and in an act of self-defense, she hit him back. That's when Lilith claims things took a turn for the worse. She states, and I quote, "He started choking me, and he wouldn't let go of me. I thought I was going to die." That was the last time Lilith saw Adam, she claims. When asked why she didn't file a police report, Lilith revealed she was offered a large amount of money for her silence. Out of fear, she took it, but now claims that she regrets it, and has since donated the money to various organizations and nonprofits benefiting women. When asked why she's coming forward now, Lilith responded that she couldn't sit by and watch another dangerous man take office in this country. Wow. Powerful. We will be back with more after this break.
A young and upcoming attorney herself, Lilith has now come.
Adam's run for DA.
Mr. President has since.
Lilith claims their relationship.
Why would anyone believe her? It's been, 7 years, and she's just now deciding to come forward when Adam plans to run for district attorney. It just seems a little too convenient, if you ask me. And if I'm being completely honest, it sounds like a case of a bitter ex-girlfriend who can't seem to move on.
Eve enters into the midst of this. Though the same actress plays them, Lilith and Eve are two entirely different people. Eve is the vision of sweet perfection, not a hair out of place in her updo. She wears a white summer dress. She watches her fiancé as he flips through the channels. There's a diamond ring on her finger. Eve approaches Adam and gives him a gentle, loving touch.
Oh, I didn't even see you there.
I don't think watching that is a good idea, Adam.
Eve gently eases the remote from him and turns off the TV.
You're right.
You okay?
I will be. Did you call that journalist from the paper?
I did, yeah. I told her that right now isn't the best timing and that we needed privacy as a family during this difficult time.
I can't wait to marry you.
And I cannot wait to marry you.
I'm so sorry that all of this is getting in the way.
For better or for worse, right?
Thank you.
I have your back. Always. Just like I know that you'll always have mine, okay?
I don't deserve you.
We are going to get through this together. I promise, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna carry on.
Exactly. And whatever you need me to do, I'm here for you.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Look, what happened in the past is in the past, and we do not have to talk about it if you don't want to, okay?
Okay.
You know, why don't we just think about this as like a vacation, right? And we're at the summer home and it's just the two of us, right? And it's nice and the weather is just gorgeous. And honestly, Adam, you can see the sea from the garden.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
You know, I cannot believe that this home has been in your family for generations.
Yep. And it's gonna stay that way.
And then it'll be ours.
One day.
I can't believe that we're gonna get married here in Eden in just a few months. That's crazy.
Speaking of which, are the wedding invitations coming today?
Yeah, they should be.
All right, and we've finalized the guest list.
I think so, but we can always just go over it later when you're not busy.
Wait, are you still planning to invite all of your sorority sisters?
No.
Okay.
So I think we could probably start mailing those off once we go over the list for a final time.
Sounds good. Oh, did you hear back from that dress designer?
I did, yes. Okay, she found it.
She did?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I know. Okay, so that does mean that the bridesmaids' dresses are going to be the exact same shade of lavender as the flowers in the garden. Oh, that just makes things so much better. I'm so excited.
You were going to look gorgeous.
Thank you, honey.
Even more gorgeous than the night I first met you when my dad introduced us.
Really?
Yes, really. I love you so much.
I love you too. I really did look good at that gala, didn't I?
You really did. I need to take this.
Is it your dad again?
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk to him in the office.
Okay, if you need me for anything, I'll be in here baking, okay?
Hang on one sec. Are you sure you're okay?
I am.
Are you sure? You only bake when something's bothering you.
I promise I'm okay. Now go talk to your father and tell him that I said hi, okay?
I will.
Adam exits the kitchen.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, Eve says hi.
Eve is alone. She gathers herself and gets to work pulling ingredients and things that are necessary for baking an apple pie. Sugar, brown sugar, flour, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, a few tart apples, lemon juice, butter, and an egg. She also grabs the salt and prepares ice water for the crust. To emphasize how often she bakes, there is no recipe. She does it from memory. Once all of her ingredients are laid out in front of her, she grabs an apron. She grabs her tools, measuring cups, a spoon, a pie tin, and a mixing bowl. Eve gets to work, precise measurements and pours, kneading and mixing and stirring. She moves quickly and efficiently while she hums a tune to herself, something along the lines of You're Still the One by Shania Twain. The hum turns to softly singing to herself as she works. Every now and then she glances at the remote still sitting on the counter. With each glance, she grows more and more upset, and this is shown through how aggressively she begins to bake. She still sings to herself, her voice cracking as she starts to cry. She gasps, her hand covering her mouth as she squeezes her eyes shut tight. She stables herself, wiping the tears with the back of her hand. Giving in, she reaches for the remote and turns the TV on. She also picks up an apple and bites into it.
The images we are about to show may be disturbing for some of our viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Eve sees the brutal and graphic marks around Lilith's neck. This should be her first time seeing it. It startles her. She gasps, jumping and ultimately knocking a bowl full of ingredients to the ground. This abrupt noise also startles her.
Shoot.
Quickly, she turns off the TV and begins to clean up the mess she's made. There is a ring at the door. Eve calls out.
Joab, are you getting the door?
Eve disappears in the direction of the door. She's gone momentarily before returning with Joab, a Secret Service agent in a suit, carrying 2 boxes, one being a cylinder shape.
Joab, can I open the package just this once? I know that's, if you don't mind.
Joab ignores her. Eve knows the drill. She stands at the farthest point away from him in the kitchen, to the point she's nearly in the next room. He pulls out a pocket knife and opens the first box, the wedding invitations. He inspects them for any possible unforeseen threat. Clear. Joab opens the cylinder box and pulls out a bottle of red wine. He grabs a glass, opens the bottle, and pours a little wine into it. He swirls it, sniffing it for poisons and tasting a little bit of it. Beat. Clear. Joab puts his pocket knife away, politely nods at Eve, and exits. She makes her way back over to the counter, sighing.
You have been cordially invited. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? You must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. P.S. For surely you will not die. L.
Eve picks up the bottle and turns it in her hand to get a better look at it. There's a tree on the wine bottle's label with a piece of fruit hanging from it. Eve retrieves a wine glass and pours some for herself. She sips it. She takes another sip. Eve then downs the entire glass. She goes to pour herself another glass, but she pauses. She puts the wine glass down and drinks straight from the bottle. She fills herself so much, wine starts to drip down her, starts to drip down her mouth onto her chin until it's pouring down her dress. Normally not a drinker, the wine hits her hard. She finally puts the bottle down onto the counter, dismissive of the mess she's made of herself. She doesn't care. She's carefree. Eve takes her hair down. Almost desperate, she puts on some music and begins dancing around the space. We see Lilith and Eve together in one, struggling for dominance.
Fallen cherub. To be weak is to be miserable, doing or suffering. But be sure of this, to do anything good will never be our task, and always to do evil our sole delight. This being contrary to the high will of he whom we resist. Let barbarous cruelty depart from you. Unlike in true justice's pain and suffering. Open your eyes so that you may see the truth. Do not the thing that goes against your heart. Do not condemn him, Savior, but view his holy life. Do not let us women find glory in men's fall who have the power to overrule us all. Is there no room left for repentance or for pardon? Nothing is left except submission, which I disdain. I dread my shame among the spirits below, whom I seduced with promises and boasts. If I were to submit after boasting, I could subdue the omnipotent one. Little do they know how much I pay for that vain boast and under what torments I inwardly groan, while they adore me on the throne of hell. Our mother Eve, who ate from the tree, she gave to Adam what she held so dear. She was simply good, and she had no power to see the hard consequences that would appear. The subtle serpent betrayed women with a plot already laid before our fall. That undiscerning ignorance perceived no guile or craft that he had intended. If she had known the consequences to his request, she would not have consented. But she, poor soul, she was deceived by his cunning, and to her it was not what her harmless heart had intended. She was beholden to no man, held her tongue for none. She would stand before the gods themselves and inform them what they could do with their immortal souls. Wives, be subject to your husbands, so that even if some do not obey the word, that they may be won without a word by the conduct of their wives when they see your respectful and pure conduct. Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair, or the putting on of gold jewelry, or the clothing that you wear, but let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and a quiet spirit, which this in God's sight is very precious. For this is how holy women who hoped in God used to adorn themselves, by submitting to their own husbands. God, if you're out there, if you're listening, he fucks like a seraphim. And there's just no part of scripture that ever prepared you for his hands. Hands that map a communion in the cradle of your hips. Hands that kiss hymns up your sides. He confesses how long he's looked for a place to worship, and oh, you put him on his knees. When he sinks to the floor and moans like he can't help himself, you wonder if the other angels felt so sweet. He says his prayers between your thighs, and you dig your heels into the base of his spine until he blushes the color of your filthy tongue. You will ruin him, and he will say thank you. He will say please. No damnation ever looked as cozy as this. Leave me alone, please.
Eve?
Adam.
What happened?
Drink with me.
Excuse me?
Drink with me.
But Eve, we don't drink.
But Adam, this is good for us. Drink.
Eve picks up the bottle, goes over to Adam, and hands it to him.
Try it. For me? Please?
Okay, I'll try it.
See?
It is good.
Drink some more.
Okay.
Adam brings the bottle of wine to his mouth and drinks playfully. Eve tips the bottle from the bottom until he drinks more and more, until the bottle's contents are spilling out all over him as well. Pleased, Eve pulls the bottle away from him. Beat. Adam and Eve look at each other. Suddenly, they are overcome with lust for one another. Adam kisses Eve, and Eve follows suit. They kiss passionately and hard, as if there's a yearning in them that cannot be satisfied. A few seconds go by before Adam pushes Eve up onto the counter. Frantically, she tries to undo the buttons of his shirt until impatience takes over and she rips the shirt open, buttons flying. Adam quickly undoes his pants, letting them hang loosely around his waist. Adam spreads Eve's legs open for him, and she wraps them around him. Adam moves his lips down to her neck. Eve pulls Adam's hair slightly. Adam has his hand up around her neck, but in a sexy way. His fingers gripping. He's extremely into it.
Oh, Lilith.
They both freeze.
What?
No, Eve, baby, I didn't mean. I am so sorry.
Eve breaks down and cries, getting down from the counter and rushing out of the kitchen. Adam is fumbling, trying to do up his pants again.
No, Eve, wait.
Adam tries to go after her, but his phone rings. He pulls it out of his pocket and answers it. Clearly frustrated, Eve is gone.
Yeah, hello? No, nothing is wrong, Dad. What do you mean? No, I'm not lying to you. I just messed up. That's all. That's all it was. No, it's not Lilith. It's Eve. We were sent a bottle of wine. You started drinking it, and then I tried it. One thing led to another. Look, something just came over us and we were about to have sex, but I messed up and now I think Eve is crying in our room. I don't know. I would rather not say what I did. Yeah, I know. You said Eve and I shouldn't drink and wait to have sex until we're married. I know. Technically, we didn't go against your will fully. We didn't really get to the sex part. Sorry. Look, if I'm being completely honest, it's the fault of the woman you put here with me. She gave me the wine and I drank it. Do not succumb to the tactics of womanly ways. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, wait. I don't think it's necessarily fair to see Eve and I will end up resenting each other when we love each other very much. Yes, I'm aware of how disappointed you are. Eve will be dealt with too. Well, I pray for your forgiveness. I'm repenting and turning to you. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Eve, what have you done? What the fuck? What is this mess? Clement! Get in here and clean this kitchen!
Adam exits. Clement, the housekeeper, enters with towels and cleaning supplies. She gets to work with quiet and quick professionalism. Beat. Eve, clearly distraught, enters. Without saying anything, she begins to assist in cleaning. Clement reaches out and puts a hand on top of Eve to stop her.
It's okay. Let me do this.
Clement nods and they resume. The pie ingredients go to their rightful places. Clement gets down to the ground with towels to clean up the wine. Eve joins her. They continue to clean in silence until Eve sits back, suddenly overcome with emotion. It's suddenly very hard to breathe. She runs her hands up and down her thighs, a panic attack. Clement takes a hold of Eve's hands and breathes with her. Eve nods and follows Clement's lead, able to steady her breathing slightly. Clement, after a moment, helps Eve to her feet and ushers her to the kitchen as they continue to breathe together. Beat. Clement returns and resumes cleaning the last bit, shaking her head as she does it. Sighing, she finishes and takes everything with her so that the kitchen returns to its spotless state at the top of the act. With the exception of the wedding invitations, they remain on the counter. Clement exits. Scene 2, at Rise, the kitchen is spotless with no traces of the mess that unfolded in the previous scene. Adam walks into the kitchen first. He stands facing the audience.
Is this good?
Adam gets some sort of reply from someone we do not see or hear. He looks behind him at the counter and at the wedding invitation still present. He goes over to the box, picks them up, and carelessly tosses them into the next room. He turns back towards the audience.
All right. Better?
Adam readjusts his clothes as Eve walks wordlessly into the kitchen and joins Adam at his side. She's returned to her former prim and proper self, though her glow has been put out. She wears a modest gray dress, one meant for business. Adam reaches out his hand for hers. Eve clasps her hands together in front of her. Adam drops his hand. They stand there awkwardly.
Are we all ready?
Adam gets confirmation.
And we're recording.
He gets another confirmation. Eve takes Adam's hand and plasters on a smile. They've returned to their old selves. They are the picture of perfection, even if this time it is forced. In the eyes, Eve looks detached. They remain hand in hand, a united force. Eve's smile never lets up.
Hello. I want to thank you all for joining in. This country has known me for a significant several years, watching me at my father's side. You have watched me grow into the man that I am today. You have cheered for me, worked with me, and supported me. Now, every single person in this country has every right and reason to not only be critical of me, but also disappointed in me. Simply and directly from my heart, I want to state that I am deeply, deeply sorry for the irresponsible behavior that I engaged in all those years ago. I know the American people want to know how I am capable of doing such a monstrous thing, something that my family and I are firmly against. While I have maintained keeping my romantic life relatively private, there are a few things I would like to say to you now. Lilith was a wonderful woman when I dated her in undergrad, as I am sure she is a wonderful woman still. Our turbulent history is something of a past full of mistakes I made in that time, this incident being only one of them. I ask that you not solely observe my past transgressions and chalk up my character for one mistake, but look at the acts of kindness I have enacted since. My lovely fiancée, Eve, and we've begun the process of discussing the damage caused by my actions and what steps must be taken to ensure that we are able to successfully move on happily with the rest of our lives. It is not lost upon me on how fortunate I am to have such a wonderful woman to stand by my side during this difficult time. Together we will overcome this. Eve, you are a blessing. You are my heart. You are the very air that I breathe. I am so sorry for having put you through this, something that has nothing to do with you and the life that we have built together. To my supporters and the supporters of my father, to my friends and family, to our family foundation, to my staff, to the various charitable nonprofit partnerships, to the young people who look up to me. I am aware of the pain and personal disappointment my past behavior has caused you. I've let all of you down. I know how deeply and severely disappointed all of you must be. I have made you question who I am, and not only how, but why I have done the things that I did. I am embarrassed that I've not only put my father, my family, and myself in this position, but I've also put you, the American people, into this position. For what I have done, I am so sorry. I knew then, as I know now, my actions were wrong. At the time, I did not think about who I would be hurting in the long run. Instead, I acted with only myself in mind. I ran straight through the boundaries that a good man should live by. Because of how angry I was in that moment, I thought I could get away with whatever. I was wrong. I was incredibly stupid. I brought shame to myself. I hurt Eve, my father, my friends, my family, Lilith, and all of you. I have had several years to reflect on what I have done, on the mistake that I've made. It made me look at myself in a way that I never have before. It is up to me to make amends with Lilith and all of you, but also with myself. That starts by repeating the mistake I made, which I have not. My father always says, it is not what you achieve in this life that matters, it is what you overcome. My achievement as an attorney is only a small part of setting an example. Character and decency are what really counts. As the son of the President of the United States, parents would point to me as a role model for their children. I owe those families an apology as well. I want them to know how deeply sorry I am. Now, as we go on, I understand people will have questions. I understand the press and those on social media will want to know the full detail of what took place that day several years ago. These are things that respectfully should stay between Lilith and myself. People have begun creating their own false truths from things that have never happened. I have never put my hands on or harmed another woman. I have definitely not put my hands on or harmed Eve. I recognize that I brought this upon myself. I knew after the incident I was the one who needed to change, and I have. I owed it to my family and all those who I have encountered to become a better person. I owed it to those closest to me to become a better man through my faith In a period of therapy, I have done exactly that. I learned that seeking help means relying on the help of others. I sought help from my peers in therapy and from my family, and I hope to someday return that same support to others who seek help. I do fully intend to continue my campaign for district attorney. In this, I need to ensure my behavior is respected by all of America's people. To those of you who have reached out to us since the breaking of this news, who've expressed their well wishes in various forms, thank you. Your support means the world to us, and I do not take your kindness lightly. Finally, there are people all across this country who have believed in me. Today, I ask for your help. I ask you to find room in your hearts to one day believe in me again. Thank you.
Adam and Eve stand there in their poses for a couple more seconds. The camera stops rolling. She finally stops smiling, revealing her true feeling, dread. Adam, on the other hand, is quite cheery. He drops Eve's hand, chuckling as he runs his hand through his hair. Eve holds herself.
I am so glad that that's over with.
Eve finally cracks. She begins to cry. Inconsolable, her crying becomes more and more distressed. Adam does not turn to Eve. He walks off and preoccupies himself with something else. Lights go down. The sound of Eve crying remains in the air. Blackout. End of play. Yay. You guys, you did so good.
Well, you wrote an amazing play, so.
Thank you. I hear my parents cheering. So again, I just want to remind all of you that we are still accepting donations. My Cash App and Venmo are in the description box below on YouTube. And I will post them. I believe I posted them already on Facebook. But please, please, please consider donating. It's going to a really, really good cause. Again, we are donating all proceeds to Alight, which is an organization that is aiding the fight against coronavirus worldwide. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world to me. And good night.
Woo! Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye.